So I'm starting in a little earlier than I said I would. Oh no! It's almost like a bailiff calling the day before he said he would. It's shocking. Here's the thing, right? I've had a summons, a court summons, no less, for non-payment of council tax. Well, fuck me. This is mainly because I haven't paid my council tax for the last, at least 4 months. Now, for those of you who haven't kept up with the channel, this is because I was banned from all contact with the council. I do believe a letter said, this is from Emma Murden of County Highways, I do believe a letter said if I entered a council building I would be asked to leave, and if I phoned them up the call would be cut off. And it probably said some other stuff too. Now, I don't think they're quite understanding that financial payment is contact. And I don't think they're quite understanding that the court buildings are technically owned by the council. And even putting all that aside, I don't think they're understanding that would I go into the court building and indeed the court room, there would be council employees there. So really, that would be contact with the council. So Emma Murden, you're a bit of a stupid fucking bitch really, aren't you? Because you've set in motion the downfall of the entire British government. Not that I wish to brag. Anyway, in an attempt to clarify this summons, I have written to the court, Huntingdon Law Courts, this is on Walden Road, I think it is in Huntingdon. I've written to the court 3 times on the 12th, the 20th and the 27th of December. I have had no reply. I have asked to see the judges or justice of the peace's or magistrate's signature, which is attached to my summons, that being the number that the council write on the summons. I've asked to know the name of the council employee who attended the court, date, time and location. And of course, you know, that this thing was, I want the evidence that this thing was signed by a magistrate. I've had no reply. None, not a word. I think it's frightfully disrespectful. Listen, don't get me any bullshit about, the festive season and all that, delaying correspondence. My email address and phone number was on every single one of those 3 letters. And at the end of the day, they could have just as easily sent me an email back saying, your correspondence has been received, as they tend to do. But you know what? When they don't answer the questions, you know they're fucking lying. It's a bit of a shame that, really, isn't it? So part of what I'll be doing over this weekend is writing to the Chief Constable. His name's Alec Wood, Chief Constable of Cambridgeshire Police. Do feel free to contact him. The address is, Cambridgeshire Police HQ, Hinchingbrook Park, Huntingdon, PE 29 something. Possibly 6 MP or 3 MP, I'm not quite sure. Do feel free to contact the Chief Constable and ask why he is approving of illegal court summons, warrants, fraud, theft from the public purse, misconduct in public office. But, as is rapidly becoming the case, it would appear there is no legal entity whatsoever to pay council tax. Not because they're charging for it illegally in any way, that doesn't even matter. But because when you stop paying for it, they issue the summons illegally. And after that, they can issue what the fuck they want, but it doesn't really matter because the whole fucking thing is bent. So I'd like to make a special mention to Joanne Lancaster, head of HDC, who's a conniving little Nazi bitch, thieving little cow, who's sitting there fully approving of theft in the public purse to pay her, I think it's £117,000 a year's salary. There you go, for stealing from the public. We're all in the wrong game, guys. All my viewers, we're all in the wrong game. You just become a council boss, you can earn £117,000 a year for stealing from the public. And then sitting there writing patronising letters to taxpayers who write to you saying, why are you charging us? And you can sit there and go, oh, I want £117,000 a year and all this is legal and it's all been checked out and it's all been investigated. But it hasn't, that's why the Chief Constable's bent. Chief Constable Alec Wood, why don't you go jump off a fucking cliff somewhere? Because really, technically, you're stealing oxygen from people who are trying to make a real fucking difference in this country, and a real fucking difference for the good. And they're not bought and paid for fucking coppers who sucked a fucking cock to get to Chief Constable so as they could obey their fucking puppet masters in Whitehall. So come and get me for non-payment of council tax and let's see what happens. Let's see. Seriously, let's see. I'm not promising anything. I'm not threatening you either. Let's see what happens. Send your Newland bailiffs around, your bent bailiffs, who post letters through the door and charge 150 quid or something a time for them, without speaking to anyone, which is illegal. And then they go to court against me, and they claim £4,000 in expenses and they don't get a fucking penny, because they've broken the fucking law. But, Jonathan Ginogly MP is going to protect him because he's as bent as a 9-bob now. Seriously, people, start asking fucking questions.